today I'm going to be making a pair of beaded bow earrings for my friend's birthday. And I've already given these to her, so I'm not ruining the surprise by posting them on YouTube. She's actually probably watching this video herself right now. I chose to make the earrings out of wire because they'll be more durable that way, and it's just important to remember when cutting wire to always cut longer than you think you'll need, because chances are you're gonna need more, so cut more than you think you'll need more of. That doesn't make any sense, but you get what I'm going for. Just cut a lot of wire. I also chose to make them out of these sort of like white iridescent beads and these purple beads that I have. Both are clear glass, and I used them because that's what I had and I thought they'd be cute. I was going for a very like pastel-y, cutesy vibe for this one, which is not my usual crafting style, but I feel like they came out quite sweet. I had already made one of the set of earrings when I'm recording this video. So I'm starting with 5 beads for one of the trailing ends of the ribbon, and to keep all the beads on the wire, I'm gonna make like a little loop around the wire. Normally you do this by knotting around a bead on a piece of string, but I don't have string, I'm using wire, so I just sort of wrap it up, and the rest of the beads that follow that one will cover up the wrapped end. And then the loop of the bow has 10 beads in it, so I'm going to add another 10 beads to my wire and then loop it over. And you'll see like what I'm doing in a minute, but basically you just form a little loop with those 10 beads and then twist, always twist with the wire, and that'll hold the shape of the half of the bow in place. And then it's literally the exact same thing, but in reverse. So 10 beads on, twist the loop together, and then 5 beads and string up the end. It's actually a really simple pattern. Like, I wasn't using any tutorials for this. I just sort of had this idea of beaded bow. That would be so cute. My original thought was pearls, but then I realized I didn't have any pearl beads, so I went with these like iridescent ones. And I know I keep saying iridescent and you can't really see the iridescence on the screen, but I swear it's there. You can see it like on the bow that's already made that's on the desk behind my hand. They're kind of shiny, and it's a lot more purple than yellow in real life, so it is a very nice like thing. I promise, the colors go together, they just don't on the screen. So to ensure all the beads stay on the second trailing end of the bow, what I like to do is I just go back up through with the end of my wire, and that'll cause a loop around the bottom bead, as you can see me trying to like manipulate. And it's really important in this to keep the bead, like, to keep the wire as untwisted as possible, because if it gets twisted you will not be able to untwist it, and trying to force it to untwist will break it. I found this out the hard way several times. But yeah, the shape of the bow, is done, and all I have to do is just sort of twist around to stabilize it a little bit more. And then I'm gonna add, you can sort of see again in the other half of the earrings that I did, the purple bead over the middle, just to like hide all that sort of silver wire twisting. Now, the final step is to attach the earring hook, and to do this, I'm just going to create like a little loop out of the wire, and then the earring hooks I'm using have a like loop at the bottom that you can twist out of place and twist back into place, a bit like a jump ring. So that's how the attachment process goes. That's my earring just about done. If you like it, please give me a like and I'll love you forever, and I'll see you next video.